Hello everyone, it's Melinda here with CatSmashPuzzles, and today I'm doing another wooden puzzle with y'all. This is Cheeseburger by Boardwalk Wooden Puzzles, and it's a 322-piece puzzle, and I was super excited to see that this puzzle was actually one of SpeedPuzzling.com's contests, but I did not participate in it, unfortunately. And so when I saw the picture of it on the results page, I'm like, oh, did someone I know do this one? And Christina did. So I asked her if I could borrow this one when I went down with her to practice for the Spooktacular, or Spookdown, I keep calling it Spookdown, here in October. So I was super excited when she said yes, I could borrow this one to see how I would have done against the competition. Now, as far as I know, only 37 people participated, and the fastest time was 42 minutes and 36 seconds. Christina did it just over the 48-minute mark. So, real quick, when it comes to wooden puzzles, it's very hard to tell how a piece count might affect your time, because wooden puzzles are very much different than a regular puzzle like a Ravensburger with the normal prongs and the square type pieces. Wooden pieces are very different. I can probably show you here a little bit. Now, they have different prongs to them. These kind of actually look more normal, but let's see here. The shapes are very unique, and they even have little kind of picture shapes, is what you would call. This is a mustache. So, wooden puzzles are also very loose fitting, and so when you put them together, you have to make sure they kind of stay together, and they're also very hard to put in sometimes. These pieces are actually rather thick, much thicker than what I'm usually working with. So, that does kind of change up the speed aspect of it when you try to get it together. But I do think that this 322-piece wooden puzzle is comparable to a 500-piece puzzle. So I'm going to keep my 500-piece puzzle time goals, which is my general goal of being under an hour, and my pieces per minute goal of being under 52 minutes. So those are going to be my goals for this puzzle. I would like to see if I can get this under 50 minutes because, the top three were under 50 minutes, so I would like to be hopefully with the top three, but it depends on how I feel. And this is also my favorite food. I love cheeseburgers, so I think that might give me an advantage, hopefully. Alrighty, let's smash it. I did this puzzle in 53 minutes and 43 seconds. This was a 322-piece cheeseburger puzzle from Boardwalk Wooden Puzzles, and it was my second wooden puzzle with y'all, so I was really excited to see how I would have done in the wooden puzzle competition with speedpuzzling.com. This competition was in September, so I'm not putting my official time in or anything, but my time would have gotten me 6th place out of 37 contestants, which is not bad, but not quite under the 50 minutes where I would have liked to have landed. My goals were still to be under an hour, which I succeeded, and then my pieces per minute goal of 52 or less, but unfortunately I did not make that one. Now this one had a lot of different little characters in it. There was obviously a big cheeseburger in the middle, there was a car, a lot of grills, soda, donut, all sorts of things you kind of would associate with an American cheeseburger. So I like seeing those little shapes come up in wooden puzzles. That's what I think is so fun about them. I think that makes just wooden puzzles a lot more fun. This piece is the only one that is slide in and out. It's the very top part of the burger here that you just sort of poke it at the top of the bun. Now, for the puzzle itself, the hardest part was the top bun and actually the bacon. Those two sections really did slow me down. The two sections of the lettuce was a little bit slow, but I really did distinguish the burger patties, cheese, and onion, and tomatoes pretty well. It was just the top half of the burger was the slower part, and I finished off with the top bun. So I was so happy to be able to do this one with you. Hopefully I'll do more wooden puzzles in the future. I would like to eventually get hold of a Liberty puzzle, and those are not cheap. This puzzle actually is, I think, goes for about $120 on Boardwalk. They're bigger ones anyway. The smaller ones, I think, are about $50. So they're not the most cheap type of puzzles to get, for sure, so I'm happy to see I was able to borrow it. And I would have done the wooden puzzle contest, but it was getting a little expensive because you are paying for the puzzle itself. I did think it would have been cheaper if I'd gotten it through them, but it didn't work out for me. Maybe next wooden puzzle competition I will sign up for. So for this one, we mostly smashed it. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.